Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 10 of this Let's Play, Victoria 2. This is the North German Federation, the army with a state. In the last episode, we concluded our war against Austria, which we actually won super duper easily. We are continuing our work with industrializing really quite rapidly. We have a lot of railways being built right now, which is awesome. And a couple more factories, so that has also slowed down somewhat. Furthermore, we are battling against Austria for control over Bavaria, and also the Americans over control of the Ottoman Empire, but we should be fine with that. The Americans need to hit 100 before we do, and they're not going to make it. We are. So that is fine. And the Austrians are still banned in Bavaria, so that's okay. Right, we are still definitely making a profit. Let's reduce the taxes a little bit further. So the people are paying just 20% tax right now. So their effective tax is 4.6%, which is tiny, thanks to the tax efficiency modifiers. Couple of bankrupt things. Yeah, so one of the things that has been changing is we have changed our voting rules, which means the middle class can now vote, though the upper class still get double the vote. And what I'm hoping to do is basically swing back towards conservatism, because I want a more interventionist government. Laissez-faire is nice, but I want a little bit more control so I can open up the factories that have been shut down. I'd forgotten I can't do that. And I would also... Oh right, they can change the priorities too. That is something I had forgotten. Am I happy with liberalism? I think I probably am happy with liberalism. It's fine. If they need to open these factories, then they will. Major discovery. Prophylaxis against malaria. This medicament gave the patient a protection against the disease gotten from the malaria mosquito, which was very common in the tropics. -5% attrition. +1 military hospitals, -5% min life rating. Okay, so that is the first minimum life rating thing that we've gained. And that is important because it will open up new areas for colonization. So if we look here, for example, province life rating 10. Researching the following will help deal with the local life rating. Colonial negotiations, mission to civilize, and prophylaxis against malaria. So depending on the province life rating will determine what we can colonize. So I think most of the stuff which is a life rating of 10 is actually going to be too much. But with the prophylaxis, we can probably colonize some of these. Nope, those are 15s. So anything which is just a 5? Because the prophylaxis is just 5%. Oh, maybe Indonesia? Nope, those are 15s. Is there a way of seeing your own life rating maximum? I'm not sure. Current tech allows colonies where life rating is at least 30. Oh, I see. So the life rating has to be higher. So it starts out as 35, or it reduces this by 5. I don't remember how this works. It's been a while since I had to. So life rating here is 20. So yes, I think it increases the life rating to being up towards 30. Something like that, anyway. Plus we need more naval range, which is done through naval yards, which we have not bothered building at all. So I don't think we'll be doing much colonization, maybe a little bit later. However, do we want to start a navy? No, there was something else I was going to start building, and that is more fortifications. So we want to expand the forts in some of our border provinces at least, so they become a lot harder for enemies to capture. So we're going to start a construction program of expanding all of these forts, and we'll see how much this costs in just a minute. It's definitely going to have an outlay. Oh, it's already costing us there. And that should be all we can afford. Yep. Tiny little loan, that's fine. We actually have 35,000 in the National Bank, so our people are making tons of cash. Though I think we've just taken a big loan from them. Elections have started. Okay, cool. Let's repay this loan, which we immediately took another, only a tiny one though. So we're just about hanging above National Bank's coming in again. So I think the National Bank is paying out loans to other people. Wow! Conservatives took a big hit. Liberals have gained even more. So people are clearly liking the economic impacts of liberalism, so are in support of it. So I guess we'll stay. I would like to keep my jingoism ratings high, though. So that is the one area that we will be differing. Where's Berlin? Oh crap, we joined them to the army that was in Berlin. In which case, we will need to create a new unit, which will be 2 hussars, 2 cavalry, 2 engineers, close. And then you can back off to Prenzlau. Okay, cool. So interchangeable parts is nearly done, then we'll get the breech-loaded rifle, I think it is, for the guards. The future of the economy. Economic policy debated in North German Federation. The election debates in North German Federation have been going on for a few days now. Well, we've read this before. This is just where we can kind of influence which way the economy is going. Right now, liberals are definitely the dominant party, although the voters don't like laissez-faire. I think I'm going to keep on going for interventionism. Make them a little bit more conservative. Our militancy is almost 0. Awesome. Okay, that's good. No chance of revolt. We're still making money. This just goes up and down so much. It's as the trade deals come in. Alliance from Brazil. Yeah, no, I don't think it's really... Oh, crap. You know what I've forgotten to do. How is this doing? Okay, America's definitely falling behind. Factory throughput. Plus 5%. Excellent. That means our factories are now a lot more effective. Now we can get the breech-loaded rifles, which I had meant to do way earlier, so that we can hire some guards. Alright, cool. And we are building, forts everywhere. Excellent. That's going to boost our defences against the Russians and the Austrians, who we seem to be fighting the most. We'll probably do a 1 or 2 layer defence. I probably won't bother with the interior. Not like Austria, which just built them everywhere. By constructing several special machines that produce standardised machine tools, the exchangeability in industry was vastly improved. Even more factory throughput, mining output and machine parts output. Oh, that's really good, because we have a couple of machine parts factories. A heated debate in North German Federation. This is the trade policy. For this one, we do want completely open. Free trade. 100% free trade. Oh yeah, tons of support for that one. Okay. And our income is just going up even more. And bearing in mind, while we're producing these things, any cement factories that we have will be getting a financial boost. This is basically state contracts going into the companies. So anything that we build in our country, which our people produce, they get the money from. Integral distillery process. Greater knowledge of the fermentation process, the thermodynamical coherences during boiling and distilling, and the introduction of machinery into the traditional ways of producing fermented beverages allowed the wineries, breweries, distilleries to grow beyond family enterprises and thus established a new sector in the industry. I wholeheartedly applaud that. More liquor production. Yay! How is our industry doing compared to the others? Ours is double that of the US. Way ahead of the others. Even Belgium. I was kind of expecting Belgium to have a stronger industry than us. The only one that's ahead of us is France, which is kind of surprising. France is actually having a pretty good run of things at the moment. We'll have to put an end to that. Can't be doing with France getting more than us. Citizen policy. I'm just going to go with limited citizenship, as that seems to be the most popular. Just pisses the least people off. Yeah, industry is definitely growing. Election is finished. Liberal Party got 72% of the election. Alright, cool. Now I wonder if liberalism grows too much. Am I going to have a problem with anarchists later on? I might do. Oh, crap. US is up to 86. Okay, ban embassy. USA. Bye-bye. 0 influence, and now we are growing. Only us are growing, which will mean... Oh, I should also expel advisors for Russia. No. Austria. Oh, of course, it's sodding Austria. Because they were friendly there, which I just noticed. Sweden, we don't really need to do any more. Egypt, I think we're also pretty safe in Egypt. Yeah. Sweden, Russia is friendly. Okay, we are making tons of cash now, so we can add some more forts, I think. We got all of these right? Yeah. So I think it's now time to improve the forts on the French border. Definitely. Alsace-Lorraine. Can't do that one. Let's... Oh, because I'm out of cash. Right. Yeah, that would be a problem. How much does it cost? 7 grand per fort. See, they're not cheap. Field fortifications. This was the first fortification using modern materials and new engineering techniques. This application gives you the possibility to add a new fortification type. So we have defense for everyone has increased. So wars now get more and more defensive. This Prussian doctrine of attack, attack, attack isn't that effective anymore. Decrease opinion, USA. Get out of here. Okay, next thing we want to do... Did we take any loans out while we were low? No. Good. We're still building the guards. The guards will be relatively expensive, so we probably do want to have at least something in the bank before we do that. And I'm going to hope that we're getting even more railroads now that we're at the next level. Yeah, definitely. Look how many we're building. This is insane. I freaking love capitalists. Like you've seen how much this is demolishing my own budget, building all the forts. That same situation would be true if I were building all the railroads, and now I'm just saving a chunk of money and letting the people do it themselves. War justification. Attempt to establish protectorate against Johor against the Netherlands was just detected. Right, one thing I was going to do was improve relations with all of these guys, which will increase the rate of my relations improvement. I still have a truce with you. How freaking long is this truce going to last? Okay, we're making friends with them, finally. Cool. I don't really know who we can go after. I mean, we should be fabricating something because we have no infamy. Do we want to fabricate against Austria again? I think we probably do. Except we can't. Why not? Oh, because of the truce. How long is this bloody truce? Truce with, here we go. Until the 2nd of August, 56. Next, a year and a half to go. So if we were to go, except you're still in the UK's sphere, never mind. We could go off to the Netherlands, try and take that, but not hugely important, honestly. The main one we want to go after is Austria. Could try and eat into France a little more, like cut them down to size or humiliate them. That would give us a bunch of prestige. Who are the strongest military nations right now? Austria, 74. Russia, 116. Mine is 82. Mine's actually kind of small compared to theirs. Even France is at 95. Belgium's army is pathetic. I do need to increase spending on my military. Size and equipment. The old man in the sea, a fisherman off the Lubeck coast, caught in an enormous catch today. His trawler is practically teeming with the riches of the richest oceans, and he anchors in harbour. And fairly soon after, the fishermen are able to repeat his example. The fishing is unusually good in Lubeck this year. All Paul Strata and Lubeck lose 50 militancy. I don't think we actually have any, but it's fine. Come on, breech-loaded rifles. Give me guardsmen. Bavaria is... bollocks. And apparently removing from sphere bans me from... Oh, wait, what? We have a truce. They were on our side. What? I can still discredit the Austrians, make life a little harder for them. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to have to go and fight the sodding Austrians. Or else I could just invade them. So we have a truce with them. Here we go. Construction of guard units. Finally. Okay, well, if we're going to be going to war soon anyway, then I should be just investing in more bigger guns. So statistics gives us more organization, more supply consumption. Iron breech loaded artillery is more artillery attack. Engineer support, consumption, dig-in, Fox Max, no, Fort Max even. Let's go with the breech loaded artillery, because I'm sure that we are investing more in our military than the Austrians are. Continuous issuing of orders by using a staff system, even at low echelon units, leaders were enabled to give orders continuously and accurately. Good. Right, guards, we can hire some. I'm just going to build an entire army of guards, I think. And I might disband all of the infantry. So there's going to be a little bit of downtime while we do this. We'll remove the unit completely from the game. You will no longer have to pay maintenance. Any manpower remaining in the unit will be returned to the pool. Good. Let's do that. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm just upgrading them to guards. And there's no easy way of doing that except for just deleting them. What's the red one? Oh, disband undemanned brigades. Oh, that's not a bad idea. We could do that too. You know what, that's not a bad idea at all. Because that means that we can then always reinforce people. You know what, I think we will go and do that. We'll go through our armies after this, disband those units and see exactly what we need to rebuild. Then we can order those and then the guards. Yeah, I like it. Alright, is that everyone on 18? Nope, one more. Get rid of those. Delete you. Okay, now we can hire a bunch of guards. So first thing is first, we need to get rid of a dragoon, so I'm not going to replace you with a dragoon, so that's one cavalry. Actually, one cav. Let's do the guards afterwards. That will be an artillery. One of you are yellow. Who was it? You are. Due to losses in the reserves, the unit reinforces at 50% speed. Yeah, it's fine. So it was what? Was it one artillery or was it two? Oh, crap, I've forgotten. I think it was just the, yeah, it was just the one. Okay, easy. Build army, artillery, and then everything else is guards. Like so. And I'll assume it will take a moment for those armies to filter back through, and then, yeah, there we go. A bunch more guards. Boom. It'll be a little pricey to get them all. It'll take a while for them to build, but that's good. Personal category tables. These tables categorize tasks, positions, etc. so that it was easy in peacetime to gain personnel into combat formations. During mobilization, the process was sped up as it was easy to know which soldier was to go where, was to go to which company. Mobilization size just increased again. And we're going to increase our army maintenance so that we are building these units faster because we're getting their equipment more quickly. Because I don't want to be without troops for too long. Oman accepted the peace offer from Portugal. Going for Zanzibar. Spending on land units, artillery, canned food, ammunition, explosives, small arms. And actually, any factories which produce like canned goods, clothing, small arms, artillery, those will all be booming right now because there are loads of government contracts coming through for those items. Which is good. Okay, the next thing I want to do is double check how the industry clerks are doing. Alright, Schlesien and Saxon. So in Schlesien, Sachsen, we have got how many clerks? 3,000. We need, I think it's 10%, right? Pretty sure I said 10%, so we have too many clerks here now. So we need to stop doing that. And instead, Westphalen has quite a few. Posen has quite a few. Talking factories here. Nordheim has most. So I think we need to add some more clerks in Nordheim. Yeah, we definitely do. So let's do that. And like, they'll balance out over time, so it doesn't really matter if 1 or 2 factories have too many. They will balance. Oh, right. I meant to move you out of the way. So some of the guards are now beginning to appear. Here they come. What happened to the artillery, cavalry? Well, apparently one of the horsemen is built. Have you got too many troops? Bavaria's expelled our advisors. Damn it. There's the artillery. Right, who was missing the artillery? You were. Create new unit. Artillery. You go here. Alright, and then it's just the cavalry for you, and otherwise it's just guards units. So you guys can join here. You are now at full strength. Breech-loaded rifle ornament. A breech-loading weapon is a firearm in which the cartridge or shell is inserted or loaded into a chamber integral to the rear portion of the barrel. Although breech-loading weapons were developed as far back as the late 14th century, breech-loading became more successful with improvements in precision engineering and machining in the 19th century, further supplying consumption, but also additional attack. And this is going to really, really hurt our income. So we're going to have to reduce this again. We'll keep it at about 50%. That'll be fine. Rumours abound in botanical circles that the Russian Empire has launched a botanical expedition to Yakut. According to the rumours, the flora of Yakut is a veritable cornucopia of beauty and biological diversity. While Yakut is a Russian colony, we could attempt to send an expedition of our own. It might be frowned upon, but the discoveries we could make do have a strange allure of their own. No, we're definitely sending one. Off you go. Man, I'm pissed off about Bavaria. We already fought one bloody war over it. Alright, need one more guard for you. There he comes. Group. So the guard unit should be appearing with pretty good regularity. We've got a whole bunch of them now under construction. More of them coming. 9, 12. Upper house arranged. Slightly more conservative, but only very, very slightly. I'm so angry about Bavaria. God damn it. I think we really will have to just do the... Well, one thing I don't understand is why I can't do the war for hegemony against Austria, because I totally would do that. Well, we have to wait until the truce is over, and then I'll have to reinvestigate how to do the hegemony war. Because that forces all of the Germanic satellites out of their sphere. All the Germanic nations out of their sphere, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, another unit of infantry coming in. Bavaria's banning us. Group. Alright, we're getting more and more guards coming through, which is magnificent. Need just one more unit, that will be you. Got a bunch more coming. Illness funds. The Krupp Company of Essen has founded a health insurance fund for their 970 workers. Membership was mandatory. Use this throughout the country. We get a minimal safety regulations reform for free. All capitalists, aristocrats and artisans gain consciousness. Yeah, do it. I think that will slow down production efficiency or something like that. But hey, it's pretty good. 9, 12. Oh, too many. Couldn't count. Whoops. Not you. Other army. You. Go here. Group. Let's double check the Ottoman Empire because I think the Americanos are doing bad things again. Right, you are back down to normal. Can't believe that they can influence this place and I can't. That is so out. I'm annoyed that they started like so negative and then seem to have just bounded back with no downside whatsoever. Independent command. The old rules said that an officer breaking an order of a higher officer was to be brought to court-martial. This made decision-making very indecisive. At this point, regulation said that the officer was to carry on the core idea of the order of his superior officer, but how was at his own discretion? We still have that hostile coming. Okay, good. Iron Breach loaded artillery. That was quick. More artillery attack, more artillery support, and supply consumption. So artillery is becoming even better, so we may want to start building some more of that. Let's get the point defense system. Engineer support plus 25%, consumption increase, dig-in cap and fort max capacity. Which is cool. Anyway, that is going to have to be it for this episode as well. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.